afternoon and welcome to the SCG, where the StKilda Footy Club is out on the ground. They're going to be taking on the Sydney Swans. Round 11 action coming to you live from Sydney. A good afternoon to Dwayne Russell.
Awesome day here, Dermot Brereton, for football. The sun is shining and, dude, you couldn't ask for it better than this. There's barely a breath of wind out there. The sun is shining, as we said, and it's almost like the conditions that the Saints have enjoyed playing in at Telstra Dome under the roof this year.
Let's have a look at the ladder. You can hear the roar behind us now. Sydney come out onto the ground. StKilda 10 wins, no losses, the number one forward line in the comp. Nobody's kicked more goals than them. The Sydney Footy Club, they're split 5-5, so a pivotal time in their season for the Swannies. If they're to win today, they go ahead on the win-loss ratio.
So looking at the ladder, you think that this game is more important to the Swans than to StKilda. StKilda would finish in the top two, you would think, even if they lost a few on the run home, but they simply don't want to mess with their form, and this is another chance for the Saints to make a statement to the competition.
Here's one big unit now. Let's have a look at their team.
Xavier Clark, a late withdrawal with a thigh injury, and they've brought in Lee Montagna for his second game this season. So it's a bit of a loss, Xavier Clark, but at the same time, you have a look at that lineup and all of a sudden you see young stars emerging, and there's just three of them, Del Santo, Ball and Hayes.
Yeah, I think it's important what you've mentioned there, that an optimum performance. Even the guys who are out of form all have to strike it, and they have to reduce StKilda's effectiveness with it. Williams is named in the centre. Ball and O'Loughlin, though, it is a formidable forward line, but only twice this season out of 10 games have they kicked 100 points. These boys need 60 points between them. They need 10 goals between the two. Good afternoon again and welcome back to the SCG. The toss has been performed and StKilda won. They'll kick to the left-hand side of the screen. And a good afternoon to Dennis Cometti.
Dermot, fisticuffs at the MCG yesterday. What's your story?
I was in the stand. I was in the stand.
Stock standard reply. Set to go. SCG. StKilda undefeated. Opening bounce. The umpires Vozzo, Rowe and Nichols, and the Rucks go at it. Fell at their feet. Williams goes in to try and gather. That's Kirk taken down in a gang tackle. And the whistle as we get down to Robbo on the boundary.
Yeah, unbelievable conditions, sensational, as you said, boys. I tell you what, they've put a lot of water on the ground. Hasn't had any rain in Sydney since Tuesday. Very, very soft around the edges.
Unshadowed, they're in it. Bounce, and the free kick is going to Ball. So Ball to break the congestion on a bright sunny day in Sydney.
He's their number one clearance. Oh, gee, hang on, I had my head down then. I heard you say Ball. I looked up and I was thinking Ball for StKilda. Sorry about that, Dennis.
Wrong one.
Yeah, wrong ball.
Here's Matthews, the right one to half forward, O'Loughlin on his chest. It's like Lotto. There goes the kick, long down towards full forward. Coming back with the flight of it, Hall. He's played a mark.
Well, we pointed that out before the game. Yeah, he held up for long enough.
It was a mark. And/or free kick. Ball comes in. Inaccurate last week. It's a goal.
Noble in the ruck, down to the Saints ball, the right ball if you're a Saints fan. Riewoldt, high kick towards half forward, getting back. Williams, commitment. They need that early to set the standard.
Having a great season, Paul Williams. Short to Goods, proppy, but playing again this afternoon. Leads it back. Barry. The middle, Bolton. Now he can run. Bolton confronted. Kicks inside the attacking 45. Almost the mark down there by Penny. Spilled it. Hayes surrounded. Jams it on the boot. It bounces back to midfield. Jude Bolton. Kennelly. Whipping hand pass away. Bevan. Goods. Out wide. Kirk. And Kirk is about 55 metres from goal. All offers. That's ignored.
Gotta go short.
Jude Bolton in the pocket.
The big Noble just sat back on the edge of the goal square, and O'Loughlin back there against Hodgson. Well, a one-on-one Hodgson-O'Loughlin in the air is going to be a 50-50, but with Noble standing around, there is no way that Brett Kirk could attack the goal square.
Early test then for the Saints. Bolton goes short. Nix. Had to be told.
Yeah.
Got out. Told him. You're taller than me.
Yeah.
Ruckman.
Yeah. They need some instructions.
Here's Nick's.
Is he better there, though, or in the square on the line?
I think, yeah.
I don't. Confusing.
Oh, not from this distance.
Nick's. Good kick. Like being in the dome, as Dwayne mentioned. Jude Bolton thumps it down towards half forward. Baker, Harvey, at centre half back, out wide. Now a chance. Maguire in space, kicks inside the 45. Kennelly in from the side. The big leaper was Barry, roving the pack. Guerra snaps. Will it run on? Yes, it does. And Guerra.
Goals for the year to Brent Guerra, traded to the Saints over summer, literally in the last 2 minutes before the draft deadline. It's been a good pickup. Maxfield picks up and gives to Barry Hall. Hall lines up. That's a beautiful kick. That's a spear. 2 goals for Hall.
Schwartz from long range, just missing. So Williams drives it very wide. Good kick. Ball. Kennelly. They work it nicely. Maxfield. Kirk. Kennelly drives down towards half forward. O'Loughlin coming to meet it. Terrible bounce. 3 Saints there. Hall goes in. Spills back towards Buchanan. He slipped over. Picked up by Baker. Straight to James. The late inclusion. You'll love this. They don't get much easier.
Ball, who played with Fraser Gehrig with the West Coast Eagles, goes long and high. James was down there. Thompson, who started on the bench, gathered the crumb, gave to Harvey, chip kick. Hamill's there, big crunch on Matthews. Del Santo picks up the crumb, runs through the paint and drop punts it home. They needed that one.
Bounce inside the 45. Ball back towards the congestion. Harvey out wide. Maguire finds a path. Goes from 50. Not a bad effort. Big kick. Big result. It's a nickname. Here's the bounce. Reaching over the top was Noble. And it's going to be a free kick. What to Noble? I thought he was behind. Doyle can't believe it. Noble's got the football. 60 metres from goal, sets it up long. Going back is Barry. Courageous attempt at the mark. Bolton knocked it up. Kaczynski grabs it, hooks it back. Wonderful snap.
Bounce on the wing, ball takes out of the air. Obviously knew that Ablett was there because he found him straight away. Now Matthews, can he go all the way? He'll run to 45. Hamble over the top to Barry Hall. Tough kick, opens the angle, shrugs the tackle, sends it home! Barry's got 3, Swans are back in front. Bevan, Nix, Kennelly, now Matthews, now Hall! Can't take the second grab, Buchanan takes possession, looks for the handball target, goes back to Crouch, man on his own, top of the goal square, and McVeigh. And should extend the lead in the shadows of half-time. And the Swans saying, we're just as good as you guys. Keep throwing it at us.
Can't trust anyone now. Craig Bolton coming off the ground. Short one from O'Keefe.
And again.
Kennelly. Goods. I saw Chris Cavaway bat on this ground once. This is reminiscent of that at the moment as they just bounce it around, running down the clock. Now Bevan decides he wants a quick single. Goes to McVeigh. McVeigh inside the centre square. Poor kick. Harvey. Tips to space. Hayes. Still plenty of time.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Fosdyke. They've got the numbers out there, the Swans. O'Keefe. A little chip. Gee, they're good at this. They get you with a rope a dope, don't they? They sort of almost bore you, and then suddenly they come at you. Here's Williams. Inside the 50. Wonderful kick. Exquisite skills from a fine play.
That is a fantastic analogy, Dennis, of the old rope a dope. I mean, they do. You have a look at all their short passing, apart from the forward who leads hard in a good position, all their short passing is in the defensive side of the ground. Once they hit the centre wing, they go for broke and they'll honour a lead. So it's almost like they'll bore you into submission if you're trying to man them up when they have the ball in their own defensive half. But they're frantic when
you sound surprised that occasionally I get things right. I mean, on the outside, I'm a slap-happy guy and a smooth dancer, but I can talk tactics.
I'm just worried about your moonwalk.
Siren will sound here, but the competition's heavyweight. The Saints will have to fight out of the corner in the second half of this clash against the Swans, who are all smiles. Brett Kirk on screen at the moment. They will go in at the long break with a 20-point lead. They are led by 21 points at quarter time. They were under siege, but they fought back and landed some big punches. 7-7-49 to 4-5-29. Swans lead. They did. The day after tomorrow. They might hear about it the day after tomorrow if they don't get up in this one.
Chasing 11 straight. Here's Hayes, their skipper, out of the middle. Riewoldt in the action. Hooks it well inside the 45. Barry misjudged the leap. Gehrig goalless. Can he change that? Well, not from there. Del Santo, though. Well done, Gehrig. Del Santo goes into an open goal. His second.
Well, he improvised big.
Wobbly kick towards half forward. Tough one to mark. But he made it look okay, Buchanan. And he might be within range. He gets called to play on. Pops up a pass. O'Loughlin hasn't seen a lot of it. Still hasn't. Penny, he saw it, but he spent it, Penny, before he got it. Before he'd earned it. Coming hard, though, ball. He might make amends for them all. Caught in the tackle. Holding the ball. Just to get that added feel.
You're a bit against that, aren't you, Dennis?
No, I love
the hygiene. Dennis doesn't like it.
I don't like it. Get a lot of grippo. Can't open your mouth later in the afternoon.
Big kick this for the instant reply for O'Loughlin. Anything you can do.
Umpire Vozzo wasting no time. Plenty of players around the football. Ball knocked it on, helped on its way there by O'Keefe. Jude Bolton deftly down to Nix around the corner. Coming up on the loop, brilliantly done O'Loughlin. Jude Bolton over the top, Matthews. Open goal, Beckons, runs in, gets it from 15. Here's the bench.
Just watching Jared Crouch at centre-half back on Stevie Milne. He is just driving him crazy.
Well done by Schwarz. Into the path of ball to centre-half forward. Knocked away by Barry. Milne a half chance. Bolton got him. Bounced off his back. Milne on the ground. Good, so strong in the tackle. Barry, so good in the traffic. Maxfield breaks away. Looks down towards half forward. Penetrating kick. 2-on-1. Penny needed to get it forward. The two are very good now. 2 against 3. O'Loughlin to Hall. Wheels around. Kicks at his fourth. And he's got it. Saints in trouble.
Plenty of time remaining, though. Ball in the ruck, and again he wins the knockdown, but not to a teammate. Gets it to Ball, the Saints. In fact, it was Del Santo. Big lead by Barry. There goes gravity. Couldn't bring the mark down, though. Crouch has got it. Off hands. Gets a little handball out to Maxfield. Back again. Big chance here. Spearing. Kick at goal. It's through from the boot of Ball. Saints get one back.
He'll go up for it. There's the Sydney bench on screen.
Yes, feeling that leg as he went. Tries to backhand it down. Del Santo going to the ground. Goddard under pressure. Matthews couldn't control it. Well done, Jones. Stolen away initially by O'Loughlin, but he couldn't control it either, Del Santo. He's got it again. Slipped over. Feeds it back. Opportunity for Harvey. Goes down towards half forward. Look out! Oh! Riewoldt, remarkable.
He has turned it on in this third quarter. Even though they were up against it, he's got plenty of the footy.
To Harvey.
Goal.
On the 45. It's online. They clear a path. I think it's a goal. It wasn't touched. Robert Harvey, after one of the great marks. You will see that time and time again. Nick Riewoldt running with the flight of the football.
From the ball up, will it inspire the Saints? If anything can, that might. Thompson thought he got it to Hayes, stolen by Kirk. Once again, the turnover. Williams thought he had it. Now Baker kicks it back towards half forward for the Saints. Milne, Crouch got him. Milne ducks into the tackle. Had prior opportunity. Crowd yell ball. They get it. Good work by Jared Crouch. Stephen Milne reached deep into his bag of tricks there, but couldn't find one that would beat the Swan.
Crouch to Barry. Bounces out of defence in characteristic fashion. Bevan back to Barry to Williams. Williams inside the centre square, half distance kick. Nick's on the lead. That was wonderful coming out. Meantime, Nick's right on the 45, working it back left to right. He's got it. They're trading goals, and Sydney doing well. Margin 27 points. Under 8 minutes till three-quarter time. The backdrop, a sea of faces out there. Doyle hooks it down. Jones was in trouble. Good tackle by Kirk. Charmed the ball free. Fosdyke around the corner. Nix has to stand his ground. Knocked away by Harvey. Opportunity for Doyle. Knocked away from him. Kirk, slick hands, over the top. Cleverly played by Nix to Jude Bolton. And he snapped the goal. The father and son race at the fate.
Bounce to restart it. Doyle doing okay now. Barry Hall! Gee, he read that well.
Nix will get a goal here.
Plays on, goes to Nix. He can run in, open goal, presents itself, and Nix sends it home. Time on third term, and they look the goods.
Take something from it. McVeigh. Clock continues to run. Drives it long towards the wing. In front is Penny. Fingertips to it. Couldn't control it. Kirk releases it. The run of Williams. Goes to half forward. Buchanan plays on immediately. 60 metres out. Pulls it back. Nix again.
He is a beautiful set shot. Just watch how he keeps his head over his knee, looking down. The ball leaves him for a full half second or so before he looks up. If he looks up too sharply, Dennis, he'll miss.
Okay.
Keep your head over the ball.
I'm watching for all of that, Durham.
Nice action.
I've seen that before. Splits the middle.
Chips it wide. Baker. They've got a lot of players back in the hole, the Swans. One of them is Jude Bolton. Crunched off the ball. Should get a free, does.
Carbon copy of the second quarter. I know they had played well in the opening stages of this quarter, Dwayne, but in time on late in the quarter, like the second quarter, Sydney have dominated. They've run over the top of the Saints in the last 5 to 10 minutes of each of these quarters.
Bolton in trouble there, went back to Barry. He initially was going to get a Doyle, but Doyle was troubled by the sun, and still they haven't got it away. Barry's holding it. Down he goes. That's holding the ball. Now that was most interesting because Jude Bolton wanted a short pass for the big fellow Doyle and was forced to go simply because Doyle, at the moment he was going to kick it, was shading his eyes into the sun, looking back towards that pocket. Hopefully we can see that again because the elements brought Sydney undone there, and now Hamill can kick a goal virtually on the siren. 92-49. If ever they needed a goal, it's right here. Any chance of remaining undefeated, riding on this kick? I think they're still alive. There is a pulse. Very productive pairing this. He's going at his second. Maguire. In he comes.
Nothing with that.
Not so productive. In the opposite pocket, Fraser Garrett missed it. Barry taken high, no doubt in that. He'll get the free kick in the back pocket then.
Fraser's been, well, he's almost impotent when the ball hits the ground today. He's been no value whatsoever if he misses the marking contest.
Got out as high, spilt it. Kirk, O'Keefe is running. He's on the wing. Two Saints in pursuit. O'Keefe, penetrating kick inside the 45. O'Loughlin running with a flight of it. Open goal up. Brilliant tackle. Got him down. Penny. Socket off the ground there by Fosdyke. Goal. Oh, lucky. So many players would have stopped running, not Fosdyke.
That is fantastic, isn't it? Just an innate ability to keep playing the game. Pops it down. I'll hold it and you place kick it.
Is that holding the ball? He had prior opportunity.
I think you're right.
How did he dispose of it?
I think you're dead right. That should have been holding the ball.
Yeah,
Trust your instincts, Ned.
Then I contradicted myself. Knocked down by Hodgson, taken by Jones. I hate it when I do that. Good mark, Williams. 100 plays 55. Sees the lead. And he's pinpoint. He is deadly. Gun barrel straight. Really enjoyed the afternoon.
The bloke with the ball now, he has shown commitment right from the first quarter when he got nailed. Still went in for the ball hard. Set the scene.
Who kicked it in. McVeigh, Kirk, hurriedly up to the wing. 3 Swans. Laid off by Fosdyke to Williams. Sweeping handball, releases Buchanan, running down towards the 45. Kicks it towards the square. Kicks beyond the square. Kicks beyond the goal umpire. Another one.
Roberts on the boundary line with limping Leo.
Yeah, he was limping too, and the reason for that is a right ankle. He's taking the boot off as we speak, peeling the sock off, just about to have a look at it, but yeah, investigating a right ankle injury.
Riewoldt, hurried kick out of the congestion, and the mark held by Kazetsky. Kazetsky, lovely finish that from Kazetsky. It's a goal.
But it's incidental in a way now. Percentage yes, but the 4 points were wrapped up long ago. From the ball up. Once again, bottom of the pack, Jude Bolton. Tackle late on Hodgson by Nix. And the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Max Hodgson from the wing. Looks a little handball over the top. Running, and a short pass is good from halfback Montagna, who got it from Jones, goes toward goal and making himself a late consolation. He does. Montagna, late inclusion, late goal.
Then they've got the break. Goes down towards half forward. Maguire, valiant attempt to mark. Paul kept it going. Fosdyke cleverly into the path of Jude Bolton. His centering kick. Next, can he finish with 5? Well, he didn't mark it. Won't get the shot. Hodgson falling to the ground. Del Santo. And now Powell labouring through the middle. 30 seconds to play. Wonderful finish. Fair way out. It's a pretty good effort. All quality. Riewoldt, but too little too late.
Goods just is his opponent, peels back and stays 15-20 metres in front of the goal square. Kazitsky charging in now. He'll be unseen in a second.
Free kick out of the ruck contest, but the siren sounds. The all-conquering giant has been cut down. The Saints lose their first game for 2004, and the Sydney Swans, they are back. They beat them in style. They did lead by over 50 points at one stage, but they'll be pretty happy with their 36-point victory, and even 6-goal win with Barry Hall, who got off at the tribunal during the week, the star of the show.